Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's another Modstream. What's up, Veeq? You?
Hi.
I thought it disconnected me again. I was going to get very angry. I'm going to turn my gain up a little bit. Not that much. Okay. That should be better. So, we have some stuff to do. As you can see before me, I'm actually looking at some GPTP work already. I've actually been working for a little bit. We just started the stream late because that's our style. Last couple of days. I had an insane time trying to put together my computer. And, well, at least it's sort of together. But I do need either a new CPU or something to fix the bent pins on the existing CPU. So, destroyed. But the CPU itself, I actually might be able to salvage it just with a razor blade if I can find one or buy one. It shouldn't actually be that big of a deal. I mean, some of them are like completely flat, so those might not be salvageable. But I'll straighten out everything that I can later on and test it, see if it works. I actually have a suspicion based on what people were saying in Special Bus, which is, of course, the go-to tech support consultation firm that you should always go to, is ask your fucking tech questions in Special Bus. I had a suspicion that it might have had something to do with the fact that like the pins were actually bent to begin with, because it did not sit in the socket. I mean, like it would go there, but it would wobble around like crazy. And of course, even with the lock of the motherboard, it popped right out in the when I took the cooler out. So I have a feeling that like with it attached to the heatsink that way, I don't think it's supposed to pop out if you have the lockdown, if it was placed correctly. So my thought process is that, you know, I wobbled it around. I tried to make it stable. Nothing was working. Odds are it just wasn't actually going in, and maybe that means that the pins were bent to begin with. So obviously I didn't, I was an idiot and didn't actually look at it very closely. So the price you pay. Of course, that came out to $300.
That was also my suspicion that either the log was actually broken or the pins were bent, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't really test the lock, unfortunately. I mean, I could try to put it back in now, but the pins are bent, so I don't think it would fit. Anyway, it's not really a foolproof test. What's up, Alexander? How's your frog? So we're implementing some new units. Among them are, they're both Terran units. We got the Southpaw and the Centaur. Centaur is already actually put together on this data side. I just have to actually plug in the graphics. Icor is currently working on refactoring the last orders upgrade to work properly. Looks like it's not exploding properly, even if the target does match. So he's going to rework the algorithm.
Do you actually know how do I set the parasite timer in GPTP?
I think it's... oh, actually, I do not know. Let's see. Did he? Icor didn't give you a bunch of information in his giant thing, right? Hold on. Yeah, it's been a real test of people's mental endurance when it comes to doing the same thing day in, day out. Which is why you should have gotten into programming and helped us program Hydra, I guess. I don't know. Every day is a new challenge with the StarCraft engine. You'll never feel like things are stable, and so you'll never be bored. When is your birthday? Just remembered I actually have to do something later on. Oh, I could have found code comments referencing dedications or something. So he's wondering what that is. Wow. Well, I guess you are doing something special. You're joining us for a large Hydra game session in your honor. That'll be the birthday. In fact, why don't you go into the Hydra design document? You pick something that you think would be exciting to have implemented that we don't have implemented, and assuming we can do it, we will do it for your birthday, just like we did Wyverns for UD Commander. I could also map crap you a birthday map, but I don't know if that would be reasonable. Yeah, just a fourth race, you know, it's fine.
Yeah, we could do Sumerians, I guess.
Imagine the reality. I would actually like you to straight up complete your campaign, bro. I'm refactoring some code in the same file because I forgot you were editing it, and now I've lost my mind looking at all these fucking indentations. Oh man.
Kirby?
No. Man, this is a mess. Check out this code. Can't storm a unit that's already being stormed. Maybe that would be an upgrade for a High Templar. Holy shit, could you imagine? Maybe that would be like the Relic Storm Peak or something. Dude, all this stuff is in the same sequence. Like, it should all be lined up the same. Alright, I think I'm done losing my mind for now. Pretty lame that we have to hard code all of these different exceptions instead of just giving it a flag or something, but whatever. All right, so let's refocus. We're gonna slot into Notepad++. Smash out some changes by adding in a nice, neat little new unit. Call this bad boy the Centaur. Oh, cool. I forgot to change this thing's name to Panoptus. Wait. Yeah. There we go. So, we'll do... Centaur. Centaur. And in images, we're going to need to find the dummy begin line right here. $1025, $1026, Centaur Shadow. Centaur. Okay. So then we'll have... Terran. Oops. I just smashed everything. Centaur. Do not wrap around. Don't need warp in. None. Okay. Wraith. Wait. Valkyrie engine. I can't wait until we have sound effects data extender so I can just point to extended sounds. I'm gonna have to make engine graphics for this thing. Well, you're in luck. I was actually planning on implementing a new factory unit pretty soon. I could also try to implement the Madrigal. Yeah, I have not really looked at its graphics, so I don't really know if it works properly, but I think the iScript stuff is taken care of here. Okay. So for the shadow, we'll say draw func 10, zero out all these, 275. What's the GRP ID of this stuff? It's 956. This is also 956. Oh yeah, for iScript ID, what are we looking at here? 420! If you know what I mean. Graphic turns, yada yada. Okay. Centaur should be good. I guess we can actually add additional damage overlays and attack overlays now too, which is pretty cool. So like if I wanted to make it so that this new unit actually fired a cannon or something instead of a set of missiles, I could actually slap the, like take the battlecruiser attack animation, for example, the little orange glow, that's actually a separate image file. So I could take that and I could sort of align it with the Centaur's front and make it so that it appears only there. Something to that effect. I don't think it would work exactly. I'd probably have to modify the actual shape of it, but you know, in theory, I could do something like that. Unfortunately, the engines are not like an overlay like this, but they are just an image entry, so it's not that difficult to get it set up. So as a matter of fact, I am going to go down here and make Centaur engine. I'll call this image 1029, 1028, 1027. And we'll have to take a look at some existing image entries in our quest to reference all of this junk. ARR images.dat. I'll tell you what, in 4 days, I'll try to implement not only the Centaur and Southpaw that I'm going to do today, but I'll also try to implement the Madrigal, the Salvo Yard, and the Paladin, even though the Paladin graphic is pretty fucking ugly right now. It'll still be something. I don't think the Paladin will be able to get... it definitely won't be able to do its like step over small obstacles or whatever. It'll probably be a little bit more mobile than I actually intend it to be. Not only because it can't do that pathfinding trick, but also because the graphic that I have does not really fit with the initial idea. The stream is still called Fraud Night? That's funny. I thought I changed it. I was pretty sure. Alright, I changed it now. I guess I did it literally everything else. What's up, Veeq? Welcome back. So should I try pushing my refactoring changes on you?
Yeah, go for it. I think we might need to hook the dance snare function that actually iterates on units.
Why? Oh, to add like
because...
a safety check for broodlings, you mean?
Yeah.
Why can't we just... where is the ensnare stuff taken care of anyway? Let me search.
In unit destructor special. I tried writing a unit finder, but it was very buggy, so I figured it probably would be better to actually have a hook for that function.
Well, there's ensnare hit and weapon spell hit, so let me check that.
And that's basically the same thing as the unit destructor special code.
So why do we need 2 instances of it? unit destructor special is
because
creating it on death, presumably.
yeah,
So why
we need a
doesn't
custom iterate units at location target proc and snarfang hook. Because it literally iterates on every unit, and we can't actually change the logic of it because it's a wrapper only.
so it's this thing right here, iterate units at location target proc.
And snarfang, yeah.
And it's an attacker. We can't intercept it at any other point. Like before it even runs this check. Oh yeah, because it hasn't started finding
We
units.
can do it with Unit Finder, but as I said, it's very buggy, and the ensnare timer didn't look to be removed, and also I don't know how to add the ensnare overlay, so it probably would be better to have a hook.
Starcraft final. I don't know if I can hook this function, man. It's pretty big. Why the fuck would somebody write this tiny wrapper if the function itself is tiny? I don't get it.
Because it didn't need to be modified, I guess.
I guess.
But still.
So anyway, target remove overlay would remove the overlay or presumably create it. I don't know. See thingy ensnare effect sprite. Okay. So instead of calling this function, I should call the actual hook that we're going to write? Should I just write it right below?
I think so. Yeah, it should work.
Holy fuck, Windows. Just let me move the thing. Thanks. I wonder if A1 is supposed to be a unit instead of an int. I mean,
Yeah, it's supposed to be a pointer. Pointers are basically ints. And the other one would be box pointer, I think. Box 16 pointer.
why would it be checking if the unit does not equal the box pointer, though? This is just checking to see if it's a
It's
build.
just some large code that checks if some Mongo didn't like pass a unit twice or something.
Why, though?
I don't know, I would remove it. Maybe Hexrays also did something stupid.
Oh, I guess I need to add this helper function too. Oh. Wait, what? Well, I guess I have to pass this as an int. Because according to Hexrays, that function that it's calling is doing a bunch of weird shit, like casting it as byte, casting it as C-unit to the argument, so whatever the fuck is happening there is beyond me. Just compiler weirdness,
I think
guess.
that's just hex rays.
Yeah.
So how big the parasite AoE should be?
96 pixels.
In both directions, or?
Just a 96 pixel box.
Okay.
What does it require? All right. Well, I've added the helper function definition as well as that. So I'll push those changes to weapon spell hit and ask Icor to take a look at it.
Hey, the AoE works actually. But I don't know how to set the timer. So for now the parasite is permanent. Or maybe it's in the value IDs from Ace. How was that file called?
Well, the parasite stuff in A's, I think, is just... Yeah, I guess you are setting the timer in there, so... You may have to send some sort of A's thing, yeah, I don't know.
Do you remember where do I actually put the... Where do we have the Ace IDs tab? Which file it is? Because I don't remember.
I don't remember at all. You already modified it to make it 10 seconds, so it should be in the commit history. In globals.
Yeah, I mean...
Also, I just remembered this isn't a helper. Oh, no. That's the helper function, but I need to actually write a weapon spell hit .h thing here. Void ensnare proc. It's C unit A1. Box 16 A2. Excuse me. And then in weapon spell hit inject.
I could make a custom global for it. Because I don't know how would I actually communicate with Ace otherwise. So are you fine with that?
Yeah, go for it. I don't know why it's not creating these.
I think there is like an option in Visual Studio that would actually automatically refactor the code in the way we want. But we would have to like specify everything in the settings, I think.
Yeah, it's probably similar to like the autocomplete stuff you did in Notepad++, if I had to guess. I don't remember what the rule is for what I have to return here. I think I have to return based on number of arguments. That doesn't seem correct here because this clearly has... I guess I'll just write 4 for now, but I don't know if that's right. I'll have iCore take a look at it. Oh, it's an int. Oh. It is. Alright, so... Oh. That was stupid of me. Okay. So... we've done all that. Oh yeah, apparently we can do custom flingies for weapons as well. Apparently the data rewrite system already exists for that, so I am going to look for some custom missile projectile graphics for the Centaur.
Can you also ask iQuery if how we actually make it so so we can use extended overlays and stuff?
What do you mean by extended overlays?
Like, for example, I wanted to have a custom underlay for Astral Tempest, but it didn't work.
Oh, creating it in GPTP.
Yeah.
Well, Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I've asked him the question, though. It was nice of DF to do those icons on such short notice for me. I literally sent him the Gorgoleth and Apiary, like, as soon as I woke up and got onto my computer yesterday. And then after that, right before Fraud Night was about to start, I sent him the Aurora. He also did that one in like a second, so it was pretty cool.
Ah, that's cool.
It's not difficult to make those. The wireframes are much more annoying. Okay. Put in the basics here. Southpaw is 228, is that right? Looks like it. And then Centaur is 227. And the Centaur uses 23. With the Flingy 229. All right, so we've done that. I think I I think I was supposed to be editing... Oh wait, no, that's correct. It was the Wyvern that I was modifying. I was actually modifying it in here, so never mind. I was confused for a moment. Alright, flingies are done, I think. You can pop into sprites, check the battle cruiser. We'll say 4, 62, 13. And the vulture is a reference for the southpaws, 231.9. We can do 236.9. Not really that much of a difference. Long. Alright, so. Zero, zero, zero. Okay. Yeah, I think I already did those correctly. Okay. Now, we just need to actually process the graphics themselves. I'll go ahead and close the IDA. Very useful. Trusty program. Close that for now. Southpaw Centaur. That should be good. Thinking. I think I'll close that for now. Oh shit. Dude, we got Aurora Last Orders implemented from Iceware. Nice guy. I guess I will be reopening that. It's weird to have 3 people working on Hydra programming at once. We've really upped our game here. I thought I had a folder open for that, but I guess not. So 9, 5, 8 up here. Oh yeah, I guess we'll leave it for now. Well, if this plays, then I guess we don't need the sound here. Seems weird. Okay. Well, for now we have something there. Vulture. I'll go ahead and copy this.
Yeah, looks like it's working. Cool. I think we should disable the parasite timer in the Ace code though.
The old one?
Yeah. Just avoid future confusion if something gets wrong. It still affects the targeted units for some reason, but does not affect other units.
What do you mean it doesn't affect the
Ace one.
the old?
GPTP
Oh, the
one,
old.
I just, yeah.
So you implemented a GPTP side instead of A's side, and then communicated it to A's for the timer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So in that case, you should probably remove it. iCore says it's possible to use extended image overlays because that's how bunker fire overlays and shield overlays are handled. I don't know what that means, but
What function would actually create those? Because I tried using one and it didn't work.
What function would we use to create the overlays?
Also, what effects should we add to Parasite AoE?
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for some particles when I go looking for missiles pretty soon. Your wrapper is full of mistakes, he says. Nice. Well, I guess I fucked it up, dude. Okay. So, Centaur engine. Centaur missile. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I guess I should just use 291. Okay. What's up, Kaji? Listen, man, I'm not really much of a programmer, so I mostly just make a mess, but sort of move the goalpost, like, or move us closer to the goalpost, and then everybody else just comes in and cleans up after me. For image sprite IDs beyond the limit, you can safely create them with the standard functions. So what exactly did you try that didn't work before? Did you add a new entry into images.txt?
Yeah.
And you gave
One
it an
sec, I will
script?
actually try looking into that code.
I agree, it is a good thing, Kaji. And at the very least, since I'm very particular about aesthetics, I can at least make everybody's code look a little bit prettier. So there's something useful I'm doing. And along the way, I'm also learning how to do shit, so I think it'll work out. I'm not that worried. Let's pick out some new graphics for the Southpaw and for the
I tried using
Parasite and all
this
that other shit.
function.
Science Longship, baby.
I DM'd here the specifics of the image too.
Should we make this a hovercraft, by the way? What the fuck, man? Dude, I kind of want to use Hoop Thrower, but
Did you add something to the exe before? Like without committing?
what do you mean?
Like did you modify the exe?
Which one?
Hydras?
On my end? Yeah, tons of stuff.
Okay. So after you do your thing, you should also add the newest GPTP and DICE plugin.
Oh yeah, that's easy to add on my end. I guess I should just get over the or get the tough part here over with, which would be the
Oh, actually, I have some last order. Last orders error. I can't compile for some reason.
Okay, well, I guess I can't. I can only accidentally close everything, not intentionally close everything. Classic. Now, I did this in a particular way before. I don't quite remember how, though. Oh. Well, for one, I am going to have to go in and fix all those small little issues. Looks like it was only in a few spots on the back end frames or something. I don't know why. Oh, never mind. It's in here too. This is going to be a tough one to get right. The engines are very peculiar. I think I'm actually going to need to do some crazy shit with this one, to be honest. Yeah. Holy moly, this one's going to be a mess. Because I need to also split each individual frame horizontally because of the engine needing to be over there. So I gotta figure out, there's probably a more intelligent way to do this that I'm just not aware of. This is good. This is a destroyer class ship in Hydra anyway. I'm sure there's a better name for it, or a better... Maybe it actually is a frigate in terms of scale, but if you look at Starcraft's scale, Wraiths are fighters, and Valkyries are frigates, so... Alright, well... I think we'll leave that for now. Come back to it. Oh. One of the things that I should do with that, though, is... Save that, and pop this open again. Okay, cool. What did it say? Oh. I'm in vertical, that's why. Well, now I need it to be in vertical, so joke's on you. Yeah. Well, I could probably just rename, like, they're not really considered a frigate anywhere besides the stat TXT. So I think I will actually call it a corvette. I was also thinking, I don't actually know what the technical classification of a gunboat is. I don't even, maybe that's like a slang term anyway. I don't even know if it's a technical term. But I'm basically trying to like push the class system of aircraft a little bit more. So you've got your fighters, your corvettes, your destroyers, and your flagships. And that's sort of where I'm like the dichotomy or quadcotomy that I have. But I also don't know that much about this stuff, so I'm really just going off of feel. I'm bound to make some goofy mistakes as a result, but that's sort of where we're at. So is it tied to lore? I would have assumed it would be tied to the technical specifications. Well, visually, that you can reverse engineer, you know? Probably a less clumsy way of writing that, but... I wonder how close I am to the fucking string limit now. So I guess fighter would be beneath gunboat, presumably. Icor says he can't commit anything anymore. What the fuck is going on over there?
He should try pulling first.
He can't merge or rebase / stash. What is he adding to weapon spell? Oh, he must be editing my Broodling thing, my ensnare code.
So how do I actually check if a unit is structure?
You just check the ensnare code. The ensnare proc that I have there has a conditional for it. It checks unit stats, group flags, and then it has the unit ID in brackets, and then dot is building.
Wait, have you actually pushed the code?
Yeah, it's in weapon spell it. It was in my commit that says hook, ensnare proc, and add helper functions. So that was a while ago. Icor says he cannot pull. You know, if only there was an actual working solution to this. I don't actually remember what unit I decided for the South Pod. Oh yeah, I do. Actually, it was in the config here. Um,
Okay, so actually the supply changes made it so killing a broodling does not spawn any more broodlings, which is a little bit sad.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think it is, but it would actually be much funnier if it would work.
Can you help Iquare figure out what's wrong with his
Yeah, I'm
thing?
trying to help him.
Okay, because he's sounds like he's at the his wit's end there. Oh. Trying to find the hidden fucking class Indred comment. Or not that it's not really hidden as much as like there's like one loose one that was not sealed, and it's somewhere in the document. I just know it's before the Iroleth thing, I think, from what I can tell. But I've already looked through this whole list and I haven't found a single fucking thing that's... Yeah, that's really thematic, I think. I mean, it might actually require a nerf to the cost.
I think we should nerf range instead because it's very safe to actually cast now.
We would have to nerf the range of both casts, which I am fine with, but I don't want it to be different range depending on what ability you're casting. So
I think Broodling already has a lower range.
well, see if it does. Imagine just parasiting your fucking tank, your enemy tanks, as you run in with Hydras and Zerglings too. I wonder if we should give the Broodlings that spawn the attack order that the unit that they spawned from had. Well, I guess that would only work if it was... Yeah, never mind. That wouldn't work very well. Alright. Southpaw and its upgrade is deployed in the Wikidot anyway. Oh. What's this? Oh, a very epic diagram.
Yeah, so Parasite is actually...
Yeah, we'll just make it so that they both have well, I'll slightly reduce the Broodling range, I think. And then reduce the Parasite range to whatever I decide for that.
And I mean, Broodling range is fine to be lowered because you can now cast it on ground.
You mean Parasite range?
I mean, Broodling range, Broodling range.
Why are we casting it on the ground?
Because it does not deal any damage.
I don't know if I like that. I think it makes way more sense to make it require a target, but I guess we'll see how it plays out. I guess it makes them more of like a generic summoner. But we don't really have any of those in Brood War, so I guess that's fine. So you set it to terrain then in the weapons dat?
I can do it.
Well, how did you make it castable on the ground if you didn't set it to terrain? Is what I'm asking.
I didn't yet. But...
Oh. So it's A hypothetical change.
Yeah.
Alright, well. I don't think that's the range. I'm looking at the range right now in weapons stat, and either this range is ignored and it's hard-coded somewhere else. Because that's 9 weapon range. And I guess Parasite does have a higher one, so we'll make them both 256. I guess we can now target air units with spawn broodling as well. Okay. Well, I've made the changes on my end, so. Hydra development is turning into a fraud show. What were you trying to edit? My code, I assume? Do I know how to remove repository from the list and completely re-add it again? No. Yes, we have 3. It's the magic number. Veeq, how do I do what I was just reading? Remove repository and completely re-add it? Just delete it and close it in GitHub, get ahead and reclone it or something? Or is there some reinitialize thing?
Like, if you want to remove the repository, you would just delete it in Windows and then clone it again.
Well, Iquare can't. He's tried to delete his files and then pull, and it still doesn't work. So
Yeah, because that is also a change, so it's not so easy.
yeah, but there's no, for whatever reason, he's not able to just check out somebody else's commit. He's got
because
some insane merge conflict.
He didn't commit all his changes. That's what the error says. And deleting the files just adds more like changes to commit, so that won't help.
Yeah, so Iquare, I guess what you have to do is you've got to commit every change that you've made, and then what? Then he would pull instead of pushing? And then it would give him the opportunity to resolve merge conflicts by using everything from the commit. Is that... I don't know if that's actually correct, but that's what I would guess. So yeah, try that. Anyway, hopefully you can help him seal the deal there. I'm gonna BRB because I gotta use the bathroom, and then we'll be testing out the Southpaw and the Centaur. Oh yeah, I need to look for a missile for the Centaur, so I guess I'll do that after I get back. So, yeah. BRB. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, iQuare is right about the avoiding future errors like that. Is there some sort of way we can mark a file as like being in use?
Well, honestly, it wouldn't actually happen. It's just like Aquaria is actually not yet very experienced with the program, so
What, the Git thing, you mean?
yeah.
Dude, that fucking Parasite reaver is pretty epic.
I have something better, one sec.
Oh, did you make it work with infested Terrans?
No, even better.
Well, it's not just that though. I feel like we would have still had some sort of merge conflict if two people were working on the same file at the same time.
Yeah, we would, but that's fine to resolve them later.
Okay.
We just have to learn how to resolve them in an efficient manner.
Yeah, instead of well, I mean, it's not very intuitive for me anyway. Maybe it's just that I'm not
It is
looking at
pretty
it correctly.
intuitive for me after like doing it for a few times.
Well, that
So
kind of is not the definition of intuitive. The point is, if it's intuitive, you don't have to really. There's not much
yeah,
of a
okay.
learning curve, you know. So what I mean is,
Right.
as somebody who's never really messed around with it, when I look at Git and I see a merge conflict, my first instinct is, well, I don't want my file. I want their file, or I want my file to be pushed instead of their file. And so my thought is, well, I'll delete whatever file I don't want, right? So like, we basically, I'm not
Right.
saying that the whole setup of Git should change because I don't understand it. I'm just saying that is like an initial assumption that I have, and I feel like maybe iQuare also had that assumption. So we basically just need more experience, like you said. But I'm not. I want to make sure that iQuare doesn't feel like we're basically being like, "I get good, idiot," because like it is kind of confusing to people who've never used Git before, like me. So
Yeah, right.
all right, so I guess weapon spell hit got updated with some fixes to the ensnare proc. Oh, so ensnare proc is not a box 16. They were both supposed to be C units, which is why there was a first A1 does not equal A2 check.
Yeah, I said it already.
Okay. I don't know why he decided to go with a more complicated way to check if it was a building, but so I guess
Wait, so does this function even work? The original one had used bug 16. How are we even supposed to? Oh, okay. I guess it's hooked somehow.
what?
I'm looking at the answer proc, but I'm not sure how it actually works. Is it like hooked somehow? I thought we will
Yeah,
just
I hooked
like
the function that it's calling here, so
okay, so hopefully that works.
yeah, but if I hooked this exact function that was being called,
Yeah, that won't work
then
because we
Well, if I've hooked it, then it's not. It doesn't take attacker and chords if it's taking target and attacker here. You know what I mean? Like if it's
Yeah.
taking 2 C units here, but it's the
I
same
didn't get
function
it.
as this. What did he do? But it's not a different thing though, unless. Oh, this proc is calling this function.
Yeah,
That's
I think
what it's
so, but
doing.
how would you actually hook it?
Well, I did hook. I hooked ensnare proc, but not iterate unit. So I hooked the proc,
So will
and
it
we can.
work actually?
Yeah, I hooked a proc, and that is
Okay.
what works. So the thing we got confused about is the box 16 stuff calling iterate unit proc. So that was the main error the logical error that we made. Okay, now it makes sense. So
I've sent you another GIF.
hold
If you have
on.
time looking at it.
Should we make ensnaring brood units impervious to ensnare without the upgrade? Like, should they be ensnared if they don't have the ensnaring brood upgrade?
I thought we were actually going for the allied player approach that you were suggesting.
I
So.
think it's fine to make it specific. I mean, ensnare always affected your own units and your allies. I think
Yeah.
it's fine to do it that way. Oh, great. I can only imagine what's going to happen here. Why? Why do you upload a GIF, you?
Because it was too big to
Yeah, just
upload
send it to
to
me.
the other one.
SMH. Oh.
Yeah, also I can send it through Discord. So.
The fuck? Oh, nice 69 kilobyte file, TBH. What a disaster. Every single fucking... Play GIF. There we go. I don't know why I needed to reload it. Wow. I can only imagine what's going to happen here. Yeah, this has insane potential. It probably needs to be nerfed in terms of the energy cost of the ability. It's fucking crazy. Well, the exemplar is going to be reworked completely. I mean, not really completely because it was never really fully implemented, but it's also disabled right now anyway. So. All right, so the wrapper.
So will incubator still be a hive research or?
Hey, I think you made an error here. Because it still thinks that this is supposed to be a box 16. But I don't remember where.
Because Ansner Prog itself needs
Oh, maybe it's... No.
Okay, I will actually update the Ansner Prog then.
Yeah, they're both listed as... Well, in weapon spell hit.h, it's looking at a different... Instead of target and attacker, it's A1, A2, so... I guess I'll try it.
Hey, but the Ansner Prog actually does not ensnare, it only creates a overlay. So, I don't know, how did you do that?
What do you mean? That's all that was the hook. It creates the overlay.
What?
I think this overlay is then detected elsewhere because lard. Okay, yeah, I fixed it.
Yes, the function actually updates the units bit. What the fuck?
Oh, the overlay does, you mean?
Yeah.
They call a function to create the overlay, and instead of it being purely graphical, it also lowers their speed. What this should just be an imgul for the ensnare overlay, and then also updating the speed all in one instead of it. What the fuck? All right, hold on. I'm looking at the wrapper now that I'm done laughing at that insanity. What was the original one again? Let me go look in the Git history, I guess. What did I even do here? Oh. Add brood spawn checks for I'll add ensnaring unit. Okay. To ensnare prompt.
So I have another idea. Maybe we should actually make spawn broodling AoE and make it so it spawns like 2 broodlings per organic unit in area.
I think it's fine if they just summon them at the target location.
Yeah, although I feel like the parasite is just much better.
Yeah, Parasite is performance based though. I mean, like you have to have basically Parasite has to you know something else has to happen when you cast it, right? And you have a small
Right.
window of opportunity. Broodling is guaranteed. We'll see how the changes play out. Maybe we'll revisit it to do what you suggested for the spawning broodlings based on units hit in the area.
Because if the spawn broodling doesn't even have any effect, I feel like it should be just targetable on ground on terrain.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just haven't tested it yet. Alright, I'm pushing those changes now. Okay. So you removed these and made it target attacker. Instead of pushing it, you moved them. But they weren't, I don't think they were in registers in the hook. The scout never lost any, never was reduced in cost, I don't think. It was reduced in supply cost. That's been reverted now because the Panoptis is much more powerful. I don't think the Aurora is that similar to the Corsair. I share the concern that it might be conceptualized as such, but it's much cheaper. It's much more spammable. And Corsairs actually fucking destroy Auroras because of the splash, right? So you actually want to mix in Corsairs now. And it feels much more like you can... Balethal said it best yesterday, I think, after Fraud Night. He mentioned that it feels like you can parlay early Stargates into something that actually works. Like you can actually leverage early Stargate stuff into getting some powerful units that can carry you through the... Or like, you know, offer something distinct. I guess I am a little concerned about their efficacy against workers and stuff because they deal concussive damage. It's not a whole lot of damage, but it's still a very fast attack. So I am a little worried about that. But at the same time, you know, you can scout your enemy, you can figure out what they're going for, and you can prepare accordingly. I actually think that just a few missile turrets, I mean, they're never going to kill static defense because of the concussive damage, right? It's going to take forever. So you can prepare for that. They're actually, I think, way worse than Mutalisks, for example, because they don't deal normal damage and splash. So you can't really even retaliate against static defense. So they'll be useful as probing, harassment / scouting units, which is pretty thematic for them, I think. And then they can also be very useful as like a meat shield for Panoptises, obviously with Corsairs in the mix as well. I think you would actually transition almost completely out of Auroras in the mid to late game and be only using Panoptises, Corsairs, and maybe some other like exemplars in the future and stuff. I didn't implement Iroliths yet. I didn't get around to it because I was busy making stuff for the Gorgoleth, like the birth animation, and the Aurora orders. I haven't done it yet. What were we about to say?
I think that Aurora switch would actually be thematic with last orders. You could just research the upgrade and say bye to your Auroras while inflicting heavy damage using last orders.
Yeah, we decided that Auroras are going to be the unit that takes into effect. That takes the heat for it. All right, so I'm trying to, again, take a look at this. So I'm not returning any number. I'm moving EAX result and returning, right? Oh, yeah, because I did return result underneath it, which was stupid. But I'm not returning, like, 4 or anything? Even though I've got 2 arguments? Yeah, I did this earlier. I just had the wrong arguments, obviously. And you do this. I think I forgot to do push AD. That was probably a stupid mistake. So, but I'm not sure about these registers though. I didn't think that there were any registers in the function. Yeah, I just have int A1 and int A2. And V2 is EAX, but other than that, there's no mention of any registers at all. So how do you know that these are in the registers? Iquare. It looks like they're just regular things that you push. Do you mind polling the latest GPTP changes and testing the ensnare stuff, Veeq?
Yeah, I can do it.
With the ensnaring brood upgrade? I would appreciate it. Let's get out of here.
I've actually enabled the parasite by default.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not parasite by default. No, it's broodling by default. Unless that's what you mean.
HB buff.
Why?
We agreed on that because
No, I never agreed to that. Parasite needs to be researched. It's way too powerful to be a default spell.
yeah, but parasite defaultly does not spawn broodlings because incubators.
Yeah, it's still an AoE reveal, which is super important in certain niche matchups. So if you're going to tech into it. Doesn't sit right with me to have a spellcaster come out of the gate with 2 abilities already good to go.
Yeah, but I feel like parasite is super inferior without the incubators. So.
Yeah, so upgrade it then. I mean, the biggest issue is that the upgrade completely changes why you would use Parasite in the first place.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just a thematic problem. So if you want to target that, we need to make Parasite worthwhile without the incubators change, and then make the incubators change and upgrade to enhance it in some capacity. Or we need to roll incubators into it by default, but then have incubators as an upgrade potentially increase the efficacy or something.
Yeah, incubators by default were rolling on my upgrade, but
No, I'm saying incubators would be a default effect of Parasite itself.
yeah, no, but
So then we could make the upgrade itself a little bit. Well, I guess it would reduce the. I don't know. I want there to be some element of scaling, but I think if we make Parasite 200 resources each, instead of whatever it is right now to research, and then we up its energy cost, I don't mind having that be the case. Like I don't mind incubators working with it by default, but then the upgrade itself feels pretty lackluster if it only affects broodlings themselves. But I guess it would also benefit Parasite because broodlings spawned from Parasite would be able to trigger it, right? So it would still be a useful upgrade.
Yeah, I think we can do it like that.
Okay.
Would the incubators still be hive upgrade?
Well, I think so, because it's still really, really powerful when you put it into the context of that. I mean, Parasite itself is so powerful that I'm half considering putting it on Hive Tech, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, maybe we could actually swap them. So incubators are
what?
Lair, and Parasite would be Hive.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know about that one because I don't think there's an example of the ability not being available to research in the default game. So, I mean, that's just like a default assumption I've never reconsidered is should there be a situation where you have to get another text structure in order to research an ability? I don't think there's any. Maybe we already did that with land grab, but I don't think so. Gorgolas should be able to grab land units and carry them around the map. That's pretty funny. Thanks for helping with GPTP today, iQueer. I know it was kind of annoying in the later stages, but pretty nice that we got all this stuff taken care of. You didn't answer my question about the arguments here, but maybe my only thought is maybe if because it's a fast call, then I need to go find out where it's called from or something, and then figure it out. I don't get the registered thing because maybe it's got something to do with. No, never mind. I was gonna say maybe in the iterate units at location, target, proc, and snare function, maybe that's what's setting the registers, but it doesn't look like it, so I don't know. Can you explain to me how you got EDX and EAX in... Wait, where are we? What was it? ECX and EDX? Where did you get these from? Because in weapon spell hits CPP, I don't see that. I see EAX being set to coordinates and EBX being set to the function itself. But I don't see anything that sets the registers specifically to ECX and EDX, and in the IDA, it's A1. I mean, they're just arguments. Yeah, but where did you get them in the IDA? They're not here in the IDA. I'm looking at it snare proc right now, and it's just regular thing. Yeah. Oh, I have to mouse over it to show? It doesn't just tell me? Holy shit, that's funny. All right, well, this whole time I thought that if it just said that, they were regular things. Well, I feel like an idiot now. I guess now I know. This whole time I only wrote down that they were a register if it actually said as much. Like, if it said EAX, EDI, or DI in this case, like if it said this. What a mess. Oh, boy. Well, now I know. I'm slightly less fraudulent. Thanks for explaining that. All right, so we should probably rename Parasite itself to Incubators.
Yeah, probably.
Well, yeah, I guess so. And then we got to come up with some sort of new name for the Broodling, for the upgrade itself that enhances Broodlings.
Right.
Oh wait, don't I have the new game state in some other window? No, I guess not. Okay.
Actually, I think incubators are fine for broodlings because, like, it's something that would be incubated by their toxin, and the parasite itself is actually like something that attaches the thing to the weapon, like you said. So maybe we could have a more fitting name for that instead.
Yeah. So incubators would be the upgrade still, but Parasite itself should change. I'm wondering, why are there these weapon projectiles, but they only face one direction? What's up with that? Oh. I sure can. I don't even know what state the EXE currently is in, but let me just... Well, I guess the problem is that Parasite detected, like you said, doesn't really make sense for as text. So we're gonna have to figure that one out.
If that's the default behavior of Parasite, then it doesn't really matter that much.
True. Could just call it contagion, but that kind of makes you think a bit more about sickness than spreading of stuff. Yeah. Listen, the parasite change is pretty big, pretty extreme. But... So, Iquor, do you have any idea as to why these graphics are all facing one direction? Were they supposed to be, like, automatically turned by the extractor, or... Maybe they have some sort of software side engine thing or something, I don't know. I was hoping to find some projectiles.
Maybe the incubator's upgrade itself would also enhance the parasite in the way that they would actually also spawn broodlings on death. I'm not sure.
You mean the
target?
Oh, I guess the issue there is that it doesn't feel strong enough to be an upgrade, but it also feels like another additional strength that we probably don't want to give to the upgrade. You know what I mean?
All right.
If for some psychotic reason it still feels too weak, we can look into that as like a quality of life buff. What's up, Wolf?
Yeah, I think it's actually pretty strong now.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly dependent on the strength of the unit casted on. So, for example, if you do it on siege tanks, it's very strong.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's going to be something you have to worry about now. Not them broodlinging your tanks, but parasiting your tanks. Just unsieging quickly. I think with enough tanks, you would still hit critical mass though, because you'd just kill all the broodlings when you do everything else.
Yeah, it's still waste hits though.
True. Yeah, it would definitely have something going on there. This is I was using Visual Studio 2019, out of necessity, not out of choice. It's the only thing that works with this particular Brood War plugin that I'm working on. All right, so where's the Aurora at? All right, check out my Aurora. Spawn Aurora 9. I'm waiting command. And I just got last orders. Oh, I forgot to change it in Upgrades EXT. It's a lovely little train that they made. Right. So, oops. Locus acknowledged. I probably should use Goliaths or something. Holy shit, that's powerful.
What happened?
Here, hold on. This should work out better. Yeah, that's way more cost efficient now.
What did you do?
That's last orders.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see them. Like crash or anything.
What do you mean?
Oh.
That's what's happening right there. Although, it seems to be happening a little too soon. Yeah, they're doing it as soon as they lose shields, so there's some check that you fucked up there, Iquare. So, let's fix that first. I think it's in weapon damage, right? I don't even see anything that checks. Maybe it's in game hooks that gives it the A's value or something. No, I don't think so. Is it in unit destructor special, maybe? I should just take a look at the, no. Yeah, actually, just a few days ago, we implemented a new unit called the Gorgoleth. So this is actually from the Mutalisk. This is not a fully implemented unit, but it's going to be an economic unit, an evolved version of the Overlord. But the Gorgoleth is basically, it's still using the Guardian portrait wireframe and sounds, but and the team color needs to be fixed up a little bit. But you build this structure for it. All the art is placeholder. It's just what we can find lying around because we don't have anybody who's currently able to get a huge amount of custom assets made for us. But it's a melee unit. So I'll be adding some different sound effects later, but as you can see, it has this little passive. As long as the Gorgoleth has sufficient energy, its attacks deal area damage and drain 10 energy per hit. So that you can imagine that's pretty useful. We're going to have some sort of visual indicator that they have a charged attack ready or something, like that they have the energy there, or that when they're attacking, it'll create some sort of trail in the future. And then you can give them this ability that lets them steal up to 50 energy for a target, or from a target, which is what this is. You can also upgrade their attack speed based on their energy and their maximum energy and a maximum energy stolen from their ability. So if I just get the ability by default here. Now I can use this. And as you can see, I got energy. Another change with this is that if we can see the unit, if we can detect the enemy unit, we can actually see its energy cost, which lets you benefit in that sense. As you can see, its energy is going down with each attack. And we'll come up here, and you can see the health dropping as well as these other units. It does deal concussive damage, so it's not exactly all-purpose, but it's very effective against infantry, as you can imagine. Oh yeah, Parasite and Gorgoleth. I almost forgot. Yeah, so we reworked Parasite and some other stuff recently. So now you actually have to research it, and spawn Broodling is the, Brood spawn is what it's called now. But it's the default spell. Doesn't deal damage anymore, just spawns Broodlings. It makes the queen a bit more like a summoner.
Have you actually pulled the newest changes?
For this?
Because I just added some.
Oh, I don't know what you just did, but... So here we've got our army of Gorgoleths. Say spawn 0, 48, 1. Let's Just waiting for him to stop spinning his men. Alright. Now if we parasite, you'll notice that they're all parasited. And parasited units now create broodlings whenever they kill a target. So that's why there were all those broodlings firing off here. Obviously, it only lasts for a short amount of time now. It's not a permanent ability. But some positional stuff that we get to make use of here. Get him. Chase that woman. Kadar and Core, for example, could regenerate arbiter energy based on amount of cloaked units. I could see that happening, yeah. Something like that. I definitely want to change all of the energy upgrades to be more than just, here, you get plus 50 energy. Like, recently I actually did the, I have the latest changes from the GPTB. Recently I was looking at the, High Templar energy upgrade, and I made it so that now it's Ascendancy. So you just get that once, and it affects... It gives them plus 50 max energy and gives them energy return based on units killed by High Templar spells. I really like the hallucination changes. I don't know if you guys have taken a look at them yet, but on the wiki, they're not actually implemented yet, but it's basically a status effect now. So instead of... Like, it would read hallucinating as their status effect instead of like parasited or whatever. And so anytime a unit attacks a hallucinating unit, a hallucination of the attacker spawns next to them, next to the attacker. So if you like attack with one Marine with 3 Dragoons, you'll get 3 hallucinations made. You can only make 1 per unique attacker, but I think it's a pretty neat way to add a bit more stuff going on there. And that will definitely encourage you to use Ephemeral Blades as an upgrade, which gives the hallucinations the ability to deal damage. I think it's like half damage or something. Iquare, where did you actually implement the check for when to suicide the... It's like, is suiciding Scout or something? I don't remember where it is now. I just need to modify the check because it's firing when they take any health damage instead of when they have no health, when they actually die. So there's some bug with it. You can't irradiate larva eggs or lurker eggs? That's weird. Probably have to change that. We should probably write some sort of method that will return true if the unit is an egg, so that we can take advantage of using all of those other eggs. Okay. Glad to hear you're still able to work on Overlord stuff. I don't actually know what toolbox is. I assume it's for actually making some stuff. So I guess I should actually redo the... Wait. Okay, this one is fine. I'm going to remake or recompile the plugin here. Dog. Oh, cool. Sounds useful. That's what it is. We would have to make sure it's not actually black, so it would work with the palette if we decided to import it, but... Guess I have to type to him since he refuses to answer it when I ask. I don't know why, but... Oh, update unit state. I still don't see a... Wait. I don't see any conditional for their health, though. Is it nested in there? Like the weapon damage one, maybe it's... Oh, yeah, it's in here. If target damage is greater than target, get current life in game. So why would it be fucking up in that way? You have any ideas, Veeq?
It happened?
So the Aurora upgrade is sending them on a suicide mission as soon as they take any health damage. So I suspect there's some bug in the get current life in game function.
Wait, where is that block actually situated? Is it after or before the actual inflict damage function in the weapon damage CPP?
Where is inflict damage? I don't see any inflict damage. There's nothing in here with that.
There was some. I don't remember how was it called, but
There's target damage HP.
yeah, there is damage HP. Is it before or after it?
Well,
Should be before.
there's only one instance of it in this entire thing, and it's the essence drain.
No, it's the damage when not essence drain. So basically,
No, I know what it is.
It's
I'm
the
saying
damage.
there's no other call to damage HP. So
yeah, I know, but is the Aurora code above it or below it? It should be above.
yeah. It is way above.
Yeah, okay. So can you instant move the block to actual target is that block above the Ecclesias and stuff? Because that one we know that is working properly. So
In here with deliverance is and the incubators and stuff.
yeah,
There you go.
try that.
But I wonder why. What kind of weird issue that would be resulting in? Like, there must be some bug in those methods or what?
Shogun, Kokolai. Awaiting command. Standing by. Upgrade complete. Awaiting command.
Check this out. Dun-dun-dun-dun. No, it doesn't look like it's working now. Probably because the unit technically dies, right?
No, it wouldn't actually, because the damage is reset and the HP is also set, so it should be fine.
Maybe Iquer knows what's going on, so I don't know.
I think I should still keep it in that block though.
Well, I'm undoing it so that if he makes changes, there's no merge conflict. And then I can...
There wouldn't be, I think.
Well, I don't
Or
know
maybe.
Git, so I'm playing it safe.
Okay.
Alright, what did you suggest for the, some of this stuff? I think you said we should be using some sort of green effect. It was like the muzzle flash shock green for the, parasited thing.
Oh, if you actually parasite a broodling, it spawns twice as many broodlings because incubators.
Yeah. Good luck killing anything with a broodling by itself. I mean, like, I guess you could parasite. Huh. Maybe there should be... Maybe that is kind of a conflict. I don't know. There's not really much of a story premise behind Hydra. I'm just trying to make a fun gameplay experience, and I mean, I'll be remaking the original campaigns, but not because I care about their story. So there's going to be a lot of like random changes and stuff.
I think we should actually make some progress on Deliverance though.
Well, we definitely should, but it's also going to be Alexander's birthday soon, so we have to implement 1 million new units. Okay. Just added the incubators thing to the new game state. All right, well.
Oh, by the way, ensnaring Broodward
Oh,
is
cool.
intended.
All right, I'm checking out the commit now, Iquare. Thank you for that.
Beer Bane.
See ya.
Awaiting command. Standing by. Kokola. Upgrade completed. It will be done.
Check it out.
Contact. Standing by. Shogun. Pulse.
No, it still does the same thing. No change. Oops, I didn't mean to close that. Is there something on Aza's side that is handling the actual thing? I guess I can try moving it down and to the other block, but I don't think it'll actually fix it. If anything, it'll just disable it completely for some reason. I wonder if it turns into a null pointer or something on death, and that's why. I'm not sure.
Awaiting command. Upgrade complete. Acknowledged. Contact. Awaiting command.
They do get reset, but I guess they get killed before. Like, I saw their health go back up, but they get killed first. So their health gets reset, but they get killed instead of being killed otherwise. So it is actually running, it's just that it's conflicting with whatever unit is killing the actual target.
Hi.
Hi.
So do you have any task for me you would want me to do?
I'm still just trying to figure out what's wrong with the Aurora upgrade right now. I'll try moving it. Well, hold on. Yeah, Icor makes a point with his comment that shields don't matter. So wait, what? Why is this coded in the middle of Essence Drain anyway?
That's because Essence Drain was dealing 1 damage and we had to disable it.
And
So
that-
it's
oh, that's
nothing
the way.
related.
Okay.
So the command is just inaccurate.
Alright, well, I'll try building it in this environment. So basically, it's fine to run all of this code when the unit's hit points are 0, because shields don't actually matter if the hit points are 0. The unit is dead.
Alright, so I think the damage function has to actually kill the unit. So
Yeah, this block is dealing damage to target HP, killing it if possible. I mean, I can see why the logical thing that we did was make it so that
that comment does not make any sense.
well, yeah, that's just like a comment from whoever wrote this originally a while back. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'll have to.
oh, I see. Shield reducing happens later on. So, yeah, I don't know. That seems really weird.
Awaiting command. Upgrade complete. Done. Standing by.
Holy moly. Well,
Wowie.
that definitely doesn't work.
So did you actually change?
I just moved it to the block of if damage does not, or yeah, this.
Oh, because you disabled the null checks. You removed it, and now it crashes.
Well, there's already a null check over here. Oh, for some reason it closes?
Yeah, but that's a null check for something else, and it does not like prevent other code from happening.
Yeah, I
And
know.
it
I
should.
thought this was around the whole thing, so.
And you also have to nest it like last time, because checking the target's hit points can crash. Yeah.
Well, if by nest it, you just mean put the damage target thing behind the check.
You need another if. A nested if.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But why? It's checking it in sequence, isn't it? I don't get it.
Is it? Maybe.
Well,
But
what
I'm
the
not
fuck?
sure.
Why wouldn't it be? Is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, because it's an AND, so I assume it would have to check all conditions, and checking the last one would actually crash. But maybe I'm wrong, so I'm not sure. I know the nested like method is 100% sure and safe.
yeah, but I don't think that has any bearing on why it would. I think we should just wrap this last orders thing specifically into some other check, but I don't know why.
I will take a look when you commit the code.
Yeah.
Upgrade complete.
Wow, that's great.
My
Yeah.
Visual Studio just crashed. What the fuck?
Destroyed. It still does the same thing. Oh. What the fuck? Never mind. Some of the stuff was wrong, so give me a sec. There's like a missing end brace. Probably from the autocomplete or something that I fucking didn't notice. Or thought I deleted.
Channel open. Upgrade complete, oh god.
Well, now nothing deals any damage, so that's pretty cool.
Have you commented out the essence drain code? Because, as I said, it's supposed to be something else.
What? I didn't touch the essence drain code.
I mean this code. Because it's clearly responsible for dealing damage. But we had to disable it for essence drain, so if you commented that out, maybe that's the issue you're having now.
No, target damage HP. There's something else that I fucked up with this somehow.
Why?
The target damage HP thing is within a block that only works, that only fires if it's dealing lethal damage. So I don't think that has anything to do with this. What I just said was there is no damage being dealt to anything by anyone. So I broke something else, but I'm not sure what I broke, and it's probably due to this stupid autocomplete shit. So now I'm just going to undo everything till I
No, I will fix it. Don't worry.
All right. Well, while you do that, I still have to do some more shit. I still have to find some missiles.
I see actually put the attacker, like the null checks in wrong position.
I wrapped everything in them. Was I not supposed to do that?
I'm checking it. It looks like it was supposed to only
be above certain code, I guess, a certain function.
Yeah. So that probably broke it.
That's really weird.
Yeah, this function is really messy. It's too long, I know.
Yeah.
Should be split somehow to be more organized. Because it's literally hard to tell what's going on here.
Oh,
Transmit coordinates. Roger. locked in. Roger. Coordinates received. Attack formation. Standing by.
Probably forgot to give it a nice script.
Roger. Vector locked in.
Error! Script 421 does not exist. It doesn't? It doesn't. Oh, I see. I gave it the wrong iScript. It was supposed to be 422. Is it real that the missiles don't have shadows? I guess that's probably the case.
Go ahead, Command. Go ahead, Command. Attack formation. Coordinates received. Attack formation. Coordinates received.
I might need an overlay, honestly.
Roger.
But
Rainer here. Sounds fun.
oh yeah, I didn't actually give this guy something useful.
You remember how we had to hardcode the lessons learned to deal zero damage?
Mm-hmm.
I think we could do that for all independent damage instead, so it's more consistent.
Yeah, that would be good. Then I could just change the weapons stat. I'll preemptively do that now. Although I think it might already be that way.
I think this.
It's 51. No, it's set to concussive, so I'll set it to independent. So have you fixed the
I'm trying to, but I'm...
Oh, okay. You might just have to rebase it from some earlier commit from
Well, I don't want to undo your refactoring.
I didn't do that much. Actually, if you rebase it from the refactor irradiate target conditional, it'll be fine if you pick that one. Or add cleanup note.
I think I should be able to fix it though, so
Yeah.
1 sec.
Just letting you know. iQuirt told me to actually go in and add some data equivalents for how the AI uses. Well, I have these eggs, but what did he actually say? Oh, it must have been in my DMs. Morph AI train. I don't even have that. What the fuck is that? Hold on, now I gotta go look at it. Maybe he meant like. Oh, it is right here. Why couldn't I find it? Did I? No, I have no idea why I didn't. It's literally right here. Mutalisk Gorgoroth. Lord.
I don't know why, but shield reduce amount is undefined. Do you know what that was?
It's below all the code for. It's like below all of our changes, like below the if def deliverance and all that. Okay. So I've added the stuff to Morph Train AI. I can't remember if there's anything else. So I've added that. I can't remember if there was anything else. Okay, doesn't look like there's any actual issues by the looks of it. So that's nice. All right, and upgrades EXT, I needed to change last orders to the icon of the Aurora, which is 80. And then, aside from that, I need to actually add the latest stat.txt. Oh, before I do that, I should update the unit defs. So we have hrayth or whatever it is. Alright, so this is now Southpaw. And then we have Rainer Battlecruiser is now Centaur. I think that's it. Now we'll come in here. Hmm, 78 is not implemented. I thought for a second that in the config, having the Goliath Paladin escalation might have caused some issues. But it turns out there is upgrade that replaced it is not actually in use. So I have Firebat, Science Vessel Azazel, Ghost Savant, which is also ramming speed, which is also not implemented, and the Medic Shaman. So everything should be good in theory. Trade EXT, knockout drivers. I guess I should have actually added all of the NGS units into here.
Yeah, I got lost in the code, so I think I will just revert it.
Not
It's such a
bad
big
idea.
log of code, so
Yeah, it's beyond
I have to
stupid.
actually match up all the brackets.
And good. I'm sure some of it's not formatted correctly as well. So. Why do I have H Firebed and H NORAD in here? I don't think we're using H Firebed for anything. Check. Yeah, it looks like I used H Firebat. I don't know what H NORAD though. I used them for some reason. For guards or something, I guess. I don't know. All right. So now we have those in. And oh yeah.
I actually Parasite always dealt serial damage. So was it independent? Maybe that's the default behavior of independent.
Independent deal, if you mouse over it in PyData, it tells you what it does. Independent deals 1 point of damage every second attack, regardless of the target's armor.
Oh. So now it will deal 0.
Now I get the fun job of hooking those units up here.
I pushed a commit.
Okay, thanks. Well, now I have to fix all the buttons in Firegraft again. Okay. So all right, time to suffer through the pain of checking every button set again. So I guess this should be over here. Huh. That's weird that I decided to re-import those strings. I guess it makes sense, though. I probably removed them to begin with. Wait, what is this? Oh, I see. What's up, Alexander? Dude, I don't know. Some people have a strange idea of what to do in their spare time, I guess. Why does it say lurker cargo ship unused? What is wrong with this fucking program, dude? Holy moly. At least I'm almost done fixing all of these. Must have scrolled too far on that one or something. Okay, so we have to go into the Aurora. And then we've got to make another entry. I guess we can base it on the Scout, if it's even in here. Aurora. Just remove this handy dandy. Change the icon to 80. Scout. Turn off this. And remove this. Save. We should be good there. Alright. And you pushed a commit, you said. I will now build that. Assuming it worked. Fixed it. Fixed weapon damage madness. I am inclined to agree. Thanks for all your help today, Veeq. Much appreciated once again. I know we didn't get much work done on Deliverance specifically, but still managed to get some exciting stuff taken care of for Hydra itself. Oops. Did I not actually rename them in res.txt? I guess that would make sense. How embarrassing. Sure it'll work this time.
Reporting in. Roger. Coordinates received. Standing
Yeah,
by.
it's dealing damage and everything.
Locked in. Formation. Reporting in. Transmit coordinates. Reporting in.
Amazing.
Coordinates received. Attack formation. Coordinates received. Vector locked in.
What have I done?
Reporting in.
I wonder if the the weapon probably isn't set to fly and follow target. That would be why. I definitely need to get it some new sounds, but we need that sound effects extender, man.
Transmit coordinates. Reporting in. Roger. Coordinates received. Attack formation. Coordinates received.
I wonder if it's possible to fix that.
Vector locked in. Roger.
Gorgolets will be really destructive to any air unit that actually shoots missiles. Is that something that happens with Wraiths?
Reporting in.
It looks like they got all their hits off. I wonder what's special about this guy. I don't know about that one. Yeah. Good luck finding that, and also good luck finding a reason for these magic fucking numbers. Well, I think that'll do it for our stream today. We implemented 2 new units. We did a whole bunch of work on the epic Parasite Broodling stuff. We don't have a custom asset for it just yet, but I got DF on the case, so presumably that'll happen at some point. Gotta figure out what I'm going to do about the audio part of the Centaur and the Southpaw. I don't really want to ship any additional new units until, I mean, those units need their upgrades, but even beyond that, we definitely need to figure out some way to handle extended sounds. So I think that'll be the next focus on the engine level, and that will stop me from doing anything additional to the Hydra game state, which will give Deliverance's game state time to catch up. We'll add all this junk that we've been adding, and then we will probably get some work done on the actual map of the first mission there, and get some AI done and stuff. So that'll be it for now. Thanks everybody who helped out today. Thanks Veeq. Thanks Igor. Thanks you. You.
No problem.
All right. Well, bye stream.